y'all. Yes, y'all.
I love it.
You
Poor
know
Gabe.
what it is. It's them kids and wives and 9 to 5s, but we are still married to the games. 1-1-2. Oh my gosh.
That took a lot out of you, brother. That's all
Well,
good.
I'll be here all week. Good night.
That's it. That's Gabe Patillo. I'm Tim Router. That's Timothy Hall.
Oh my gosh.
This is
Lord.
going to be a fun one. Poor
I was
Gabe.
telling the guys right before we started, I was like, this is about to be really rough because I've been in rehearsals the last 2 days. I'm all day long singing.
Wow.
And it's been rough. And like Router said, it's your boy Gabe Patillo. He is Tim Router, and that is Timothy Hall. So he was right about that.
Oh, good. I was just trying to help you out while you were recovering.
Oh, man. And we are hopefully going to be talking games in life and games. Thank you guys so much for being here.
I think you need to start, brother.
I don't even know where to start.
I know, man. You got a lot going on right now.
It has been crazy. I don't
Start with San
even
Fran.
know.
Start with San Fran because I want to get an
Went and
update
saw
from
my
you.
grandmother. Remember I told you guys my grandmother was dying.
Yes.
Went and saw her. I can wrap it up like this. The trip had some extremely awful parts and some extremely awesome parts.
Okay.
And I think that's the best way to put it. It was rough. I mean, rough.
Yeah.
Like just, my sweet grandmother kind of thing. And,
Oh, yeah.
she's dying. And so,
Was she responsive at all?
I mean, barely.
Yeah.
Groans and whatnot.
No.
And so that was tough, but, so I was there until Sunday, got home Sunday night around midnight. And then, 2 days ago was Monday. So back to, rehearsals. And so been rehearsing all day for this tour. We leave tonight. And last night, I get a text from Jenny like, hey, I'm throwing up for some reason. So I was like, oh, that's great.
Yeah. There you go.
So
that's a cherry on top.
Right. Came home and then yesterday morning at 4 a.m., my grandmother actually passed away.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
And then, it's all good. We knew it was coming.
I know.
It was one of those things where it was like, I got the text and I was like, oh, okay, good. She's at peace.
Yep.
She's not hurting anymore. She's not having to lay in that bed. I was like, hey, babe, grandma passed away. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, it's all good. We're good. I was like, you want some eggs? She was like, yeah. I'm out there making eggs. I was like, crack, mix them up.
Of course, man. Of course.
I was like, wait.
Yeah, no.
I was totally ready for this. Why am I still crying?
It's a roller coaster of emotion, brother.
It really is.
It is. Like one day, one minute, you're like, yeah, this is great. Breakfast, da-da-da-da-da, and then it hits you.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, that's crazy. Hey, it's all, I'm so glad you went out there then, because that's.
Me too. It was perfect timing.
I think that was great. Great closure. A great way to say your goodbye. How's your mom doing?
Yeah, she's doing good. Same kind of thing. She was just like, man, this is really surreal.
Yeah.
And
is she still out there right now?
Yeah, she's still out there. She's gonna stay out there till after the funeral, which is Saturday.
Oh man. Well, we're thinking about you, man. We're thinking about you
thanks.
and your family.
Yeah, for sure.
We appreciate it.
You want me to make you some eggs?
Yeah, exactly. If we come over and make some eggs, that'd be awesome because apparently I can't get through it. And then so Jenny texted me yesterday, I'm throwing up, so I come home to, her asleep and my mother-in-law over taking care of Amara, get Amara all bathed and everything like that. And then everybody goes to bed, and on my way home from, because priorities, on my way home from rehearsal last night, I was like, well,
I know
Call of Duty came out today.
I guess I might as well.
I've been getting it day one for the last 6. Why stop today?
Oh my Lord, that's awesome.
So I got that Advanced Warfare.
That's good. You needed to pick me up.
I did. Once everybody was in bed, I threw that in and started the campaign last night because there's no use in even jumping online at that, because I'm going to be offline for the next month and a half. So,
well, and you're too late.
Yeah, exactly.
People are already like level 30.
Yeah, they're already way too good for me to play against. And I tell you what, man, going from Destiny to Call of Duty that's something.
I bet.
That's something else. So, just like the grenade throw is way slower. And then the recoil is way different. And so I came in feeling like I was just learning how to play Call of Duty.
And there's no knife now. You just punch them.
Yeah, it's like an electric shock kind of thing.
Nice.
Yeah, it's weird.
And so that feels different. And because I'm the Warlock's melee, and I don't know if this is how it is across all Destiny, across all the characters, but the Warlock's melee. Golly, seems to be like have a lot of distance to it. Like you can kind of hit somebody with your melee from far away, and not in Call of Duty. Not in Call of Duty at all. And so like I've swung and missed like 3 times last night. Like dang it. And so
how does the Warlock play on Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your special powers on Call of Duty?
He didn't have one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called more realism is his power on Call of Duty.
Oh, that's great.
So it looks good. For some reason, I felt like it could have looked better.
Really?
But I don't know if that's just because they had to do it for all platforms or what. But it does look good. There's a lot of freaking environment. And I've only done the first 2 missions. And so I'm not, it's probably not fair for me to speak on it yet. But it feels like Call of Duty.
Good.
So that's good. And then this morning, I'm laying in bed on the wrong side of the bed. So not on the side with the clock and my phone where it's charging. And because my wife was like, let me sleep closest to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Because you never know.
Oh,
and I wake up at 4:00 this morning like, oh, the podcast, okay. And I look at the clock and I'm like, oh, it's 4:05. Okay, well, I'll lay back down. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
And
you
then here I am.
out of a nightmare where you were falling down an elevator shaft or something?
That's what it felt like.
While on the podcast?
Yeah, I was drowning. And then
man.
I wake up at 5:35.
That's fine, brother.
And I'm like, let me see what time it is. Oh gosh, it's 5:35. I'm late.
I've done that.
And I
Did
looked
you
down
blink
at
a few times to make sure?
No, I didn't have to blink a couple times.
No, Tim and I
loud and big red numbers.
Tim and I were texting back. I'm like, I'm not going to call him because I know Jenny's been sick because she posted something on Facebook and Instagram last night. And I'm like, let's just keep texting back and forth and maybe it'll hit.
Yeah, exactly. And I had my phone on mute.
Of course.
And so I wasn't getting any text. But
does your phone light up though when you get a text?
Yes. Well, no. Just like a little blue light goes on.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying is, even if it did light up, I was sleeping on the other side of the bed.
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen it.
So, yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
Well,
holy
man, that's
crap.
that's a chock full of information.
Something.
And, yeah, it's something. but that's a week, I guess. And then you hit the road and you're not back till when?
I hit the road tonight. And we are home off and on until I want to say I don't know, sometime in December.
Yeah, right before. Oof.
Our last show is the 14th of December.
But the tour's going to be is it going to be you're gone Wednesday, come back Sunday, stay for like 2 days and then back out?
We're gone Wednesday, come back Monday.
And then leave again Wednesday.
Oof. I know. But we do have the week of Thanksgiving off, which we don't always have. And so I'm glad to have it.
You and me, Black Friday?
I'll do that. I'm gonna be black on Friday regardless.
we know that. So
every Friday is Black.
How about
Brigade.
extra black? Can we do extra Black Friday then?
I like that.
Double chocolate Friday. Double chocolate.
Man, you
Friday.
also
Let's
get
do
Brown Thursday too, man.
That's right.
Man, that we could tear it up, man. That would be fun.
I love it. I think we make it a plan.
That sounds great.
Okay, router.
Oh man, how do you follow that?
I'm gonna take a nap, and you go ahead and take this thing the rest of the way.
We'll take this over, man. I'm super sorry about your grandmother, but I'm super thrilled that you were able to go out there. That was just like probably perfect timing.
Me too. That's exactly how I feel.
And I think there's some comfort there, so that's great. Halloween, freezing cold here. We did not have our party outside like we normally do with the fire pit.
You didn't?
No, there were wind gusts of 20 to 25 miles an hour, and it dropped down to, by 8 o'clock, it was 38 degrees.
That's no fun.
So it was like the coldest. It's one of the coldest Halloweens I think we've experienced, because every year we do our Halloween party. And so we had to bring it inside this year. And
last year was cold. I remember last year being cold.
Yeah, it was a little cold, but I mean, there was no wind. I mean, the wind was blowing. It was, it was crazy. But we still had a good time. Jenny and Amar did come over, and all the kids, once all the kids got here, then we went out trick-or-treating for a little bit, and it was really only about 30 minutes. And like everybody had we all had our jackets on, and like in 30 minutes in, like I'm trying to zip back up Piper's jacket and my fingers just aren't working. I'm like, dang, it's freaking cold out. So, but we had a really great time. And
who was that 11-year-old girl you guys had over there?
That was Fiona. Because
Jenny was telling me that Amara would not leave her alone. She was like, I want to hold her hand, and that was it.
Yep.
Like, I'm not holding nobody else's hand. But
our good friends. He's actually a cardiologist at Vanderbilt.
Excuse me.
Right. But he's now actually my father-in-law's cardiologist. Super great guy, super great family.
Wow.
We've known them. They are actually customers from the store. That's how we met them. And so they have a daughter, Fiona, and their son, James. And Piper latched onto James when we went to Ghouls of Grassmere and like wouldn't leave his side. And he's 8 or 9 or something like that. There's something about that family where just kids gravitate to their kids. But they all had a great time. Amara looked so cute. She was a Tinkerbell. And Piper was a fairy with wings. And
so they're like the same thing.
Kind of like Tinkerbell.
But not Tinkerbell. And
Tinkerbell's friend.
It was pretty amazing because the two of them did not get naked that night, and they played hard. I mean, in 5 minutes, the playroom was a complete disaster, and we were like, "Yep, that's how it goes." And I'm just waiting for clothes to come off, but they were they just had a ball together, and it was just great having a bunch. We had like 15, 16 people in our house, so it was great. We had a good time with Halloween.
Full of joy.
What else is going on? And then like Wind Down Main Street happened the next day. So Lauren
and I all the good stuff, man.
Yeah, Lauren and I were pretty beat because Lauren hosted at the store. So Wind Down Main Street is this thing that benefits the Boys and Girls Club. They've done it every year. It's a huge thing. They close off downtown Franklin. You get like a little glass of wine. You pay like $75. You get a glass of wine, and you go throughout each store, and each store has different types of wine that you can taste. This year, Lauren's store was the VIP, so that opened up an hour before the actual event happened to all the people who contributed more money. And there's food and all kinds. Like they had a full bar in the back and everything. So I played DJ for a little bit that night. It was fun.
Nice.
I just love getting people dancing. It's great.
And by DJ, do you mean like plugging in a phone to a stereo?
Yeah, by DJ I mean like going on Sonos and using Spotify to create playlists.
There you go.
But I played everything, man. It was great. I had people jamming. I love watching people get going.
Did you play the Humpty Dance?
I did not.
Oh,
but I did
I'm glad I missed that party. I'm just kidding.
No. But I did go back and I played Belle Biv DeVoe's Poison.
Oh, there you go.
I played some Michael Jackson. I played some Special Ed. I played some Big Daddy Kane. I went a little old school.
Now that I think about it, it would have been a lot better if you had 2 turntables.
I know.
That's how you usually do it.
I used to do that for the first 4 or 5 years. I used to do that, but it was just a pain.
Yeah, that was pre Timothy Hall. I remember.
Yeah, I remember the pre-Hall days.
Yeah, I would come around and just hang out in the store back by Router because I'm not a big wine drinker, and so it's not I don't get anything.
It's so not for everybody, but it's a lot of fun. So needless to say,
DJing is. And watching old, because you have to understand, we're in Franklin. So this is not a racist thing I'm about to say, but just like watching old white people respond to urban music is the most amazing thing.
Is hilarious
because they love it. They don't even know they love it till they get in the store. if you were to ask them like, what kind of music do you love? They're like, I don't know, bluegrass maybe or some.
Yeah, a little country
Yeah,
here and there.
if I'm feeling a little frisky, maybe I put on a little Luther Vandross. And you're like, yeah. And then they come in, they were freaking playing,
I'm dropping Biggie
Notorious.
Smalls, and they're going nuts.
And they love it. They're like, this is you guys have the best music.
They always do. It's hilarious. Yeah, I play everything, man. I try and get as many of the clean versions as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I was playing DJ.
Clean versions, is that like a full-on mute?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like
Pretty much.
Notorious. And then that's it. And then the
That's
song's
it.
over.
That's all you got. Yeah, but yeah, it was great, man. So it was fun getting white people to dance. It was a good time. So needless to say, Sunday we kind of chilled out because all week leading up to the party, we painted the kitchen, painted all the trim, did all that stuff, got everything together. We have a new kitchen table now. So there was a lot going on this week, so we were able to chill out. So it's good. I am 3 trophies away from getting the platinum trophy for Shadow of Mordor.
Well, I need you to do that by tonight.
Yeah, I ain't gonna happen.
I need to borrow that junk.
What? If you want to borrow it, you can, because I'm at a good spot. And the 2 trophies that I know I have to do are like you have to go and grab all the different herbs, and then there's another one where you have to hunt different animals. So it might take me a little bit, but if you want to, what's that?
Have you beat it then?
Oh yeah. I beat the story's great. I really loved the story. It went really well. Man, the voice acting is great in that.
Really?
It really is. I was really impressed with that. So yeah, that's going to be my 3rd platinum ever.
Wow.
So I will now have The Walking Dead, Second Son, and Shadow of Mordor once that is completed. But I'm working right now on just this one trophy, and it's not that hard, but for some reason I cannot get it done because you have to light an orc on fire or get the orc on fire and then execute him, and I keep executing him before he's on fire, and it's not giving me the trophy yet, and I'm like,
that sucks.
So I was working on that for a little bit because I got up at 4:30 too, wide awake, like, well, I'm up, I might as well play a little bit more.
I know.
So I was working on that, and I'm like, shoot, dang it, I wanted to do it before the podcast, but I couldn't do it.
That's all good.
Did rest mode work for you yet?
Not yet, but I noticed that there's a software update.
Yep, it's coming.
So it was in my downloads folder as I was playing. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do that later.
There you go.
But yeah, so that should fix the rest mode. I would hope.
Yeah.
And then this next Tuesday is Assassin's Creed.
Oh, that's right.
So here we go.
Oh my gosh.
It begins.
I'm gonna have to find a street corner to work because.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, who likes chubby ninjas?
Hey,
I'm trying to buy some video games.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the Router household. Mr. Hall, it is on to you, sir.
Halloween.
Should I say Mr. and Mrs. Brawny? That was awesome, by the way.
That was great. When did that idea hit?
Last minute, I was looking in the closet and I was like, wow, we could fix this problem real fast.
Nice.
At 5:55 p.m. before everybody started trick-or-treating.
We both had flannels. Yeah, I mean, we were a little bit busy finishing up a deadline that I wanted to finish on the Thursday before Halloween, but
yeah,
it kind of ran over into Friday morning. So as I was finishing that up, we were thinking well, what are we going to do tonight? And second of all, it's going to be cold, so we should wear something with long sleeves.
Exactly.
So that's kind of how that birthed. We had some family over for Halloween. It was a lot of fun. My sister brought over my nephew, Benson.
Awesome.
And he went trick-or-treating around the neighborhood. Everybody was, loving him. And they would come down, I stayed at the house, so I was doling out candy. And they'd come up and say, "Oh, is that little chipmunk yours?" That's my nephew.
Oh, dude, you're now forever pegged though. They're like, "Oh, there's the family that have the little chipmunk."
Yeah, they have
the chipmunk.
Even though it's not your child.
Exactly. Yeah, he was real cute though. He's not awesome. 2 yet, but he was going around and they've got him saying trick or treat and stuff. So
that's cute. Awesome. Did you scare any kids? Let's get to the important stuff.
Yeah, let's get to the good stuff.
Man,
I knew you weren't going to do it.
I knew it.
God,
no, my brother-in-law didn't get there until too late. He had the scary stuff. And by the time he got there, kids were gone, man. It was cold.
Yeah, I was going to ask, did you have a lot of trick-or-treaters? Because we kind of didn't either.
We had a pretty decent amount.
Early kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where like I really like Halloween because like
Me too.
kids from less fortunate neighborhoods, they'll come in and get to walk around like all the houses here because in some of those smaller neighborhoods like nobody wants to participate really.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to have a lot of the kids from around town in. And they were like troopers because they would like come up to the door and they're like in like full get up. They've got like jackets on, ski masks and everything. They're like, trick or treat.
Trick.
I was like, man, that's a scary costume.
Yeah. Scary cold costume.
Well, basically, they'd have their costumes on, but they'd be like just in full, like just snow gear.
Yeah,
it was
winter
so
outfit.
cold.
They're in parkas.
Yeah, with the wind, it felt like 30. I mean, it was nuts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was cold.
But yeah, we really had a great Halloween and enjoyed having everybody in. So
Nice.
That's great, man. I was a little disappointed in our block too. We had a lot of people. They might have been out of town, but I hate when. And I've done it once or twice before, and I'll never do it again. Where you put the big bowl of candy out and be like trick or treat, and it's gone within like the first trick or treater.
Yeah.
There was like 5 or 6 houses like that. I'm like, what's going on in my neighborhood?
Ah, boo.
But
Yeah, that
what was
ain't cool.
awesome? What was awesome is there's a house right as soon as you come in, and they went all out. There was a full length Beetlejuice. It was a mannequin or something, I don't know, but it was like even animatronic. I think he moved a little bit. I mean, they like the husband and wife were in full garb, like he was a zombie butler and she was the zombie butlerette or whatever you want to call it, maid.
Butler.
But like they went all out, lights everywhere. There's like great. It looked like the Haunted Mansion at Disney World. It really did. I mean, lights flickering, spiders up on the roof. They went all out. So we walked
That's
all the way
awesome.
up there, froze our butts off, and then came back. But yeah, I was so disappointed that a lot of people just didn't participate, and maybe they were out of town, or it was weird. But yeah, I think the cold got a lot of people staying inside.
Well, I had seen like with most of the kids, they were like, go run up to a house, run up to anher house, and then jump back in the car.
Yeah,
drive
I
down
know
the road
that's
a little
right.
bit, run
Yeah,
up to
yeah.
another house. Man, it was
Yeah.
just way too cold.
Yeah, it was
So-
cold.
Man, it's funny. I was flying, obviously on Halloween to San Francisco, and my flight was through Vegas, and all these people were on there like just jazzed to be in Vegas on a Friday night, and that Friday night was Halloween.
Oh yeah,
I was like, ooh, Sin City about to get turned.
real simple.
Yeah.
Did you
wanna
see
know
any
where
costumes?
people with more money is no object on people's costumes?
I know.
There you go.
Dude, I wanted to stay so bad.
Yeah.
It's like, I should stay because where I'm going is about to be real sad.
Yeah, it's not gonna be fun where I'm going.
Yeah, exactly. This will be way funner.
Can we do that? Can we do a podcast in Vegas together? I think that'd be fun.
We sure can.
Yeah, let's do that.
You know,
That sounds
I
like fun.
love Vegas. Gracious.
That would be awesome.
Oh man.
Well, there it is.
So gaming.
Yeah, so games.
My brother-in-law texted me on Monday. He had picked up the Xbox One bundle, like the one with Assassin's Creed in it.
Oh, nice.
And then he also picked up Call of Duty Day Zero.
Sweet.
So,
Christmas came early, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. He had gotten a big check recently, so he was ready to spend some money.
There you
Sweet.
go.
Keep that economy going, baby. I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
got to jump out in front of a UPS truck or something. Get me a big check.
What can Brown do for you?
Exactly. Brown can buy me a whole video game suite.
That's right.
But it was really awesome. We went over, or Chris and I went over there last night, and Justin and I jumped into some Call of Duty multiplayer.
Excellent.
Man, like I said, they're already up to like level 30. We're already like getting stomped.
Oh,
Ugh. See, that's why it's no fun.
not fun.
But I mean, the new stuff in the game is pretty cool. The double jump, essentially, the kind of temporary jetpack type of thing. That's pretty cool. They've done that in other games like Halo Reach, for instance. I think was one of the first places I saw it in, at least.
yeah.
Like not including tribes and stuff like that, but
Or Ghost and Goblins. Hello. Just kidding.
oh yeah,
There's
yeah.
a double jump in that side scroll platform.
But yeah, but he doesn't have a jetpack.
Exactly.
But what if he did? No, the multiplayer is a lot of fun. It's a little bit faster because of some of the improvements. So when you're strafing, if you click on the stick while you're strafing, like you'll do a quick jump to the left or right. So that's really cool for like, dodging bullets and stuff.
It's something to get used to too, isn't it, Hall?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit different. It feels like the engine is much the same.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did you think the quality was or was it better?
I think there's enough new there to feel a little different.
Yeah.
And Gabe can probably attest to that as well. Like, they're trying to add enough new stuff without making like the fans scared, I guess.
Right.
Yeah,
Scared
and
to
something
jump
you could
into a new
still
experience.
play on PS3 in last gen.
That's true.
You can tell
I
they
didn't
had to
think
throttle
about
it
that.
back. You know what I mean? But
You can tell. I mean, it feels, a lot of stuff feels last gen-ish.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It
I
kind of
think it
makes
would
you
have been
wonder where the
interesting.
cutoff is, really.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it would have been interesting if it was only current gen.
I think that'll be next year or the year
Yeah.
after.
Well, and something that I noticed too, Justin and I have been playing like Call of Duty together for years. And in the older versions of the game, I mean, when you do it in split screen, it still run at 60. So it still ran fairly well. I don't know if this is just a multiplayer thing, but it was running at like 30 on split screen.
Oh, interesting.
So it was really, I mean, I know that they have to scale back for resources, but in the previous games, they kept it running at 60. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on in the background. And I'm not sure like if they decided that benchmark wasn't worth it, or it could be just servers. It could be that the servers are just not allowing the game to run quickly. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but obviously we'll kind of revisit this as the season goes along.
I tell you what, too, man, that double jump feels way different than the double jump in Destiny.
No, I was going to
Destiny,
say,
you feel like,
Yeah.
oh, light as a feather, stiff as a board. Like, you're just like, I'll fly across this this big chasm. And then on freaking Call of Duty, it's like, boom, and you're like landing all hard.
Yeah, you feel really heavy.
You feel real heavy and just like, which is good because you're wearing like a pseudo exosuit. Like you're wearing this huge like thing that makes you strong and makes you be able to jump and it just feels so weighty. And you're like, oh, they killed that. But coming from Destiny where you're like, gliding across.
you could practically jump from the moon to Earth at this point.
Exactly. It feels like you could be singing a song like as you're doing the Destiny one.
Exactly. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's
Gracious.
definitely a lot different.
You still Hearthstoning, Hall?
I jumped into it the other day, but it like, I don't know. I think I might be done with it.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I played over 100 hours of
Yeah,
it.
you got
easily.
your money out of that one.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
definitely.
Considering
my
it's
money
free.
back.
Yeah, exactly.
You got your free money.
Exactly. And I really wanted to play through some more Destiny the other day, so I put the call out on Twitter. I'm like, please help me finish this game.
Nice.
So the community came forward, and I played with, can't remember the numbers on his name, but I played with B-Dog and Closet_Gamer.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
They helped me get a little further in the game, and they were both level, I think 20. They were definitely over 20. They were like 24 and 27 or so.
Nice.
So they were
Nice.
just going through, just blasting everything. I'm like, do I still get XP? And they're like, man, just try to get a hit in on every guy, and then you'll get
Yeah.
assistance,
Yep.
assistance experience points.
As long
So
as you
that
get
worked
the
out.
assist, you'll get the XP.
No,
Well,
it's funny. You don't even have to kill anybody. You get the XP regardless.
Really?
Yeah, like if
Because it
you're
wasn't popping up on my thing when they were killing dudes.
if you're in a fire team, you'll get the XP.
Interesting. It got to a point though where I was like under leveled, so I had to we had to just stop because I couldn't go any further. So I must be getting pretty close because I think the level I'm trying to get into, I think you have to be level 19 or something like that.
Yeah, you're almost there.
Yeah, I must be close. And they were telling me too, so we're going through like the cinematics and Closet Gamer, he was in my headset and he was saying, it's really unfortunate that these cinematics don't give you a lot of information. Like you have to watch them and then you have to go online or go into your app and read about everything. And it's like,
Yeah.
I really don't like that they do that. I would like it to be more upfront.
Definitely takes
Yeah.
away from the story.
Yeah.
I think the general consensus is that this could have been a lot more. Wouldn't you agree that this
Yeah.
game could have been a lot more?
Well,
both,
and it
both in
would've-
story and in scope, I think.
And it would have calmed the notion that like a lot of people were like, "There's no story in this." Well, there's probably a decent amount of backstory and stuff, but they just didn't like put it in the playable parts of the game.
Right.
Which to me, like, it's almost like the books in Skyrim. I didn't read a single book,
Oh,
even though
yeah.
there was like a lot of info in there. Like, I didn't even bother because I'm like, I'm playing a game. I don't want to read books right now.
Yeah, who wants to read while you're playing? Come on.
Yeah,
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. I'm just kidding.
who wants to read? Come on, at all.
Oh my gosh.
No, there it is.
Yeah. So, yep, fun week. Got a lot of gaming in, and actually, I fired up Fallout 1 on my Mac.
Oh, nice.
Of course.
That game is really fun, but there are some things like that if they would update this like for kind of current game design, like
Yeah.
they could re-release this game easily on
Really?
iOS and charge like $10.
Are you using mouse or are you using controller?
Using the mouse, I mean, with the controller, it would be just literally moving a pointer around with an analog stick.
Oh, so.
But yeah, I mean, it's a mouse-based game, and you know, if you've played like the newer Fallouts, which I started with 3, there's a lot of familiar stuff in there, so you don't really have to look at an instruction manual. You get in and you learn it pretty quickly just by kind of playing. And like I said, it's a lot of fun. I really want to play it on like an iPad. It's perfect for an iPad. So it really just makes me wonder why they haven't done that yet.
Interesting.
I'm sure they'll get there.
And speaking of controllers, man, the Xbox One controller is pretty sweet.
Nice.
It,
That's
It's
awesome.
seriously, like this gen more than ever, it literally feels like the DualShock 4 and the Xbox One controller are pretty much,
They're the elites.
they're pretty close to the same thing. They just have a different stick layout.
Yeah.
Like they feel very much similar.
Right.
So
Man, I think that's going to happen. I think that is going to happen.
I think more than last generation, you'll feel at home with the controller. The
Good.
sticks
Yeah.
feel like they're the same size as the DualShock 4. They're just in a different location. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's just offset. That's cool.
So, and one
Nice.
thing that I do like is that they have those force feedback triggers. So those, I mean, they feel pretty cool, and I think they could do a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah,
with
they got
those
the
in, like,
rumble in
driving
the
games.
yeah, the rumble in
Yeah.
the shoulders.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. So the controller feels pretty solid, and it feels a lot lighter than the 360 controller, so it's less fatigue on
Nice.
the hands.
Nice.
Nice. Man, we got to get moving.
Yeah, that was a long week.
News
That
is
was
going to be
a
about
long-
10 minutes.
Exactly. Router, you got it?
Partially. Go.
This is going to have to be the let's do it.
All right, Foghorn Leghorn. Let's try this one.
Oh my gosh.
That was good, man. All right, let's do this. New releases this week. As we've already discussed, there's a tiny little game out by a tiny little developer called Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, out and about all consoles. Go get you some. Have a ball, and enjoy that double jump. A few other games that dared be released this week. MotoGP 14 for the PS4, PS3, Vita, and 360. The Wolf Among Us is now current gen, Xbox One, PS4. So that's great. Rocksmith 2014 edition for the PS4 and Xbox One. And Disney Infinity Marvel Superheroes 2.0 edition for the PS3, PS4, 360, Wii U.
There you have it.
Now, thank you to VG Charts for not posting the this week's top 10. So we're going to do the top selling pre-orders for the week ending October 25th.
Oh, there you go.
And here we go. Number 10, Dragon Age Inquisition for the PS4. Number 9, Assassin's Creed Unity for the Xbox One.
Oh, really?
Number 8, The Order for the PS4.
That's crazy.
Num-
That's so
number
early. I wouldn't even pre-order something this early.
I did. It was good because it was FREE. I'm really looking forward to that game. I know it's 3.5 months away, or
February,
almost 4 months, but yeah, it's going to be great. So number 7 was Assassin's Creed Unity for the PS4. Number 6, Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U. Number 5, here's one: Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire for the 3DS. It's already sold 187,000 units pre-ordered. Number 4, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare
yes.
for the 360.
Warfighter.
Warfighter.
Number 3, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Halo, the Master Chief Collection for the Xbox One.
That's right.
Yes.
And number 1, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for the Xbox One. 316,000 pre-sale units for Call of Duty. That was the week of October 25th, U.S. brick-and-mortar stores. I wish I had the charts for you, but I don't, so we switched to pre-orders. There you have it.
All good.
I cannot wait to see that Halo collection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
That sounds pretty incredible.
It's a lot in the box for $60. Like the fact that they've went back and redone Halo 2.
Especially for those that haven't played it, yeah.
Like me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like if you're picking up an Xbox One, you would do yourself a lot of service to get Halo.
Oh, I think that's
collection.
probably, I've already thought about it. I think that might be the first thing I play.
Yeah, I mean,
That'd
that
be
would
awesome.
kind of be a way to like kind of get introduced to the Xbox brand. Because for instance, like if somebody were to buy a PS3, we would probably tell them, we'll get the Uncharted games, get The Last of Us. So like Halo is the fact that they're releasing like all of them on one collection, like that's a very good introduction to the Xbox brand.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they'll do the same treatment for Gears of War. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, well, look, if I'm getting into Xbox, let me start where Xbox really got its real kickoff. So,
Hall, give us something, buddy.
I was playing with my brother-in-law last night, and he had mentioned that the zombies, like the zombies mode in Call of Duty, is behind a paywall now. Like
I heard as a DLC.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so mad about that.
for how
that
much?
sucks. I guess it's going to be like $15 because it's probably going to be a map pack. At first, he had mentioned like, well, it's he thought it was like part of a season pass, so I kind of went and checked out the story and got more information. But it's going to at least be in a map pack, which really sucks because I was looking forward to playing that, but I never buy the map packs for Call of Duty.
Me neither. Ever.
I mean, you have to really be into the game to get the map packs because after that, you're starting to get into like the elite crew.
Right.
Because, like the people who are really good at it spend the money on the maps.
Exactly.
So, like, if you want to just like go into a match and be 0 and 18, there you go.
Go buy you a map pack. Yeah.
Exactly. Go buy a map pack.
Router kind of touched on it already, but Sony had been promising that soon version 2.01 that would be fixing the rest mode that what did that replace? Standby mode or sleep mode, something like that?
It was
standby mode.
Standby mode.
And people, what's funny? I got home yesterday and powered my PS4 right up when I was playing Call of Duty. So I don't know if I was affected by the rest mode thing or not, because I don't think it jacked up everybody. I think it was just jacking up certain people.
It jacked up me.
Yeah.
Maybe it had downloaded already and I just didn't notice it. But 2.01 is out, and so you should not have problems with rest mode any longer. And 2.0 kind of brought a lot of trouble. You remember the Evolve beta got pushed back because of the problems coming out of 2.0. So,
oh, really? I didn't know that.
yeah, I mean the alpha. I keep calling it the beta, but the alpha, which I did not get to play. I was so sad, and so I sent out a call on Twitter yesterday. It was like, "How is it?" And a lot of people said it's a lot of fun. Some people said they didn't like it, but I heard more it's fun than the other way.
It's a great idea. It's such a great.
Somebody put on our Twitter, they said it's really fun if you're one of the hunters and you feel really misunderstood if you're the monster. Lonely,
Like you need
lonely and
you need some
misunderstood.
counseling.
Yeah, lonely and misunderstood. I didn't mean it.
I'm a monster.
I don't know how to love lightly.
Let me just eat your face.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I know how to do.
That's awesome.
Hall, give us something else, brother.
There's kind of a lot here, so I'm going to try to pick and choose. Xbox Entertainment Studios is now officially dead.
Yeah, I heard that.
They're still kind of working with the Halo Nightfall TV series that they had planned,
Okay.
but
Was it just too ambitious, do we think? Or
I
did
think it
I
got
don't know.
closed because they did that conference at E3 where they were like TV, and all of a sudden people were like, I don't
Yeah.
know about this.
Yeah. I think I'm with you there. I think the idea there is, look, Xbox users want to play Xbox games. Like, we have TV, we have all that. This is a different medium. Stick with the medium.
I mean, I liked the idea because like premium TV is always cool, and they could have included it with, Xbox Live or something to encourage people to keep their subscription.
Yeah.
I think that, however, I mean, people who play on Xbox, I think what they're thinking is most of them are going to have Xbox Live anyway. So it's like, why are we making these TVs? Like, why are we spending this money on making these TV shows? Like, we really don't have to.
Yeah.
I mean, Xbox Live used to just be you can play online. Like, that was it.
Right.
So I don't think that they feel like they need to add this as a like value added thing for Xbox Live.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah,
it is a
it's,
shame. I hate
it's
that.
kind of
I-
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's all. I think it's all in the branding of Xbox, but I mean they took the time to create this content, which gamers just kind of want games. So I don't know.
Yeah, but you look at Netflix too. Like, I wonder what the crossover is like of gamers who have Netflix. I mean, I'm sure it's a pretty decent amount because
Oh yeah,
gamers I feel like they kind of like content on demand. I think that's why a lot of people like the digital option. It's content on demand. Like, you don't have to go to the store and get it. So I kind of feel like offering this kind of thing, like, for instance, how Netflix and Amazon Prime both, like Amazon Prime, with their subscription, you get access to a lot of streaming content.
Right.
I think it's one of those things that can be a great value added piece. And for Microsoft, it could be, something like you play through the Halo 5 campaign and in the credits, it pops up a thing that says, hey, now watch it, now watch the TV series, or something like that. So it could just be one of those cool things to just kind of keep them in that world,
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. They didn't even really give it the time of day, it feels like.
That's what I think. Like, they didn't even let it play its course.
Yeah, I really wish they would have. I just think they were just so afraid of the fact that people were making fun of TV. And to this day, we're still talking about it, how they kind of really failed at that E3 conference.
Right.
I mean, quote unquote failed, just kind of, they didn't
explain it well.
The messaging was
Yeah.
not right. I mean, they literally left it open for Sony to just come in there and destroy them with the messaging. So
Right.
I think that they feel like keep holding on to TV is a bad idea just because of what happened.
Right.
Right. And I think even back when Microsoft announced the Xbox One, they like everything was focused on the first half of that press conference was focused on TV. Because they were talking about the NFL and all that, the integration there and all that stuff. And I mean, we have TVs for a reason. We have video game consoles for a reason, and they just don't necessarily mix. Sometimes the content doesn't necessarily mix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They just spent too much time, I think, just touting those features. When people were like, okay, so what do I get to play on this thing?
Right.
Well, you can just play Halo like next year, but listen, you'll be able to keep up with your fantasy football. And they're like, that's not what I have this thing for.
Exactly.
Not for $500, baby.
Well, exactly. Like I went, to my brother-in-law's house last night and I was like, oh, cool. Did you hook it up to your cable yet? And he's like, TV's TV, game consoles, game console.
See, there it is.
Interesting.
Bingo.
That's that's probably what a majority of the audience is
That's
saying.
exactly right. I totally agree there. I do the same thing.
There's a company called the EFF the Electronic Frontier Foundation, and they're trying to get people to tweak their games so that like games that have been given up on or have been, I don't know if discontinue is the right word, but like whose servers have been shut down, but you need servers to play games. They're trying to be like the guys that bring those games back. So they filed a petition with the Library of Congress and the U.S. Copyright Office asking that modifying a game be considered fair use when it's done so that a game can be made playable again after a developer has left it alone or has abandoned it.
Interesting.
That's pretty interesting.
I thought that was really interesting too. And I was like, I couldn't think off the top of my head what I want brought back, but there's got to be hundreds of games out there that have, my wife wanted to play Dr. Mario the other day, and the old Wii servers have all been shut down. And with the amount of Wiis that are out there, for you not to be able to play any of those games online anymore, no more Mario Kart, no more Smash Brothers on the Wii, all those servers have been shut down. So I thought this was really, really interesting.
Yeah, and what I'm actually more interested in is when they're issuing their reasoning, they're saying, how much is modifying a game? Like I think that's what's going to end up being the main question in all this. Yeah, the hurdle will be define modifying the game. Is it modifying the gameplay? Is it just modifying the functionality of it where it connects to a server? There's going to have to be some clear definitions there. But I think that's a great idea. If people want to play, old games, and bring back the servers, go for it.
Are they set up as a nonprofit?
I have no idea.
That would be interesting.
Why?
Yeah, because that would probably be the way or the path to getting this done, because they would just be able to take donations and get games working again.
That's not a bad idea
they weren't
either.
Charging for the games, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. The EFF, Electronic Frontier Foundation. So
awesome.
Look it up. Check into it.
I'd love to see them bring back Dreamcast games, like the online ones.
Heck yeah. Some other big news: Grand Theft Auto 5 coming to the PS4 and Xbox One. Obviously, we knew that. November 18th. It's going to have first-person mode.
That's weird.
Wow.
And so we remember that was a mod back when it came, last year, and then or earlier this year. And now that's going to be like officially in the game. And
wow.
Rob Nelson, animation director over there at Rockstar Games, he said, "We could have put it in the last gen version, but we were too busy making the game."
There you go.
And so that, and then also David, I don't know how to say his last name, Scammell at VG_Dave. He's the news editor at videogamer.com. He put a tweet out that said the PS4 Grand Theft Auto 5 uses the DualShock 4 speaker for phone calls and police radio, and the light bar flashes red and blue during pursuits, and the touchpad will change weapons. So I think
that's cool.
They're revamping a lot going over to the current gen, which I think could be really, really cool.
See, it feels like Grand Theft Auto 5 is a lot like Diablo 3, where it's like one of those games that they're going to modify and keep going in some capacity for a few years.
Keep around for years and years.
Yeah, Diablo 3 is like a 3-year-old game.
Right. But it's like just hitting consoles, and so that's why it kind of had that just hitting this console, and so that's why I was...
Yeah, it had like a revamp. It's like they got to progressively bring it out. I'm waiting for the iOS version right now.
The rebirthing. Yeah, but I thought that was cool. I was like, man, first person lets you look at Grand Theft Auto through completely different eyes than you ever have before. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said that's weird, because it's like I guess it's no more weird than when it went open world, like third person for the first time.
Instead of just being
Grand
over
Theft Auto
top.
1 and 2 were top down, yeah.
Right.
So I guess it's no different than that, really.
Yeah. Quickly give us something else, Hall. We got to keep it moving.
We got new games with gold and new PS Plus stuff, so I'm going to run through this as quick as I can.
Oh, good. Yes, I totally forgot about that.
Xbox Live Games with Gold, Volgar the Viking is coming to Xbox One, and then Xbox 360, Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise, and Red Faction Guerrilla.
Nice, nice.
Very cool. Those are games with gold for November. PS Plus, we've got The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, SteamWorld Dig for PS4, both of those. For PS3, Frozen Synapse Prime and Lufrausers.
Huh.
For Vita, we've got Escape Plan and The Hungry Horde. It looks like Escape Plan is also available for PS4.
Gotcha.
So after putting out this stuff, considering there's no full retail titles, I think they felt like they had to give a sneak peek of next month.
Right.
So our first full retail title is coming to PS4 next month. That's Injustice: Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition.
Oh, nice. I'll be
that's
getting
coming
that.
next month December for PS
Did
Plus.
Drive Club ever come?
Yeah, Drive Club has been delayed indefinitely, it appears. They said they just don't know when it's coming, basically.
What the heck? I was looking for it
I
so
don't
much.
It seems like that thing has just been cursed from day one.
Well, I'm really looking forward to it, too. I've been watching people streaming it, like, over the live from PlayStation, and it looks pretty fun. So I'd be interested to try it, but I mean, at this point, I'm not going to pay for something that I'm going to get free later.
Right.
So,
Why would you do that?
Gracious. Well, I think we got to get to these freaking questions, man.
I think
one
so,
more
too.
thing: the copies of ET that were unearthed recently
Oh, yeah.
have finally made their way to eBay.
That's
or at
right.
least some of them.
And they said they're getting
Nice.
freaking, some people are getting a lot of money for them.
Yeah, exactly. About 100 of them made it to eBay, and they're all for sale under the city of Alamogordo, New Mexico. Has them for sale on eBay, and
That's a trip.
I'm sure their feedback rating is great.
Yeah,
but they've got
much are they
about
going
100 for sale.
How much are they going for? Do you know?
The highest bids are around $400 right now.
Oh my gosh.
Good
I imagine it'll
Lord.
keep going. I mean, it's
Go
even
get you
though
an
like
Xbox One for that.
yeah, like even though it's like kind of weird, like it would be cool to have a cartridge on the shelf and say, yeah,
This
here's
was
the
unearthed.
story behind this cartridge.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm going to start rolling mine around in the dirt and do the same thing. Shoot. Well, cool. Well, every week we ask you guys a question. Last week was no different. We asked, what is your costume for Halloween? What are you dressing up as this year? Over at the forum, starting off, Fluxel says an LED stick figure. If you've seen those outfits, it's like
Oh,
an
those are
outfit
great.
where you can be a whole LED stick figure.
Yeah, I saw a couple of those.
Oh, nice. Ed Placencia said,
Oh, God.
I'm going as the chubby ninja, which means I'm going to go into public places and yell, "Oh, yes, yes, y'all," and then just turn around and walk out. I'll leave behind a calling card that says, "You just got chubby ninja'd," and people won't know how to feel.
Nice.
Ben Ebig said a couch potato. Perfect.
Like that?
Yes. And the married guy over on the gamer said, I went as a guy with the flu, passing out candy and the biggest question DVD.
That's awesome. I went as the flu. As a guy with the flu. That's great.
And then over on Twitter, James Caloringus at Will Score for Food said, Bazinga Sheldon from Big Bang Theory.
Nice.
And yes, that's my childhood hero, Tommy, the Green Ranger. He posted a picture.
That's awesome.
Scott Clark at Scotty Lindsay said, American Gothic with the misses. It's a twist on the picture of the American. What's the thing where the
American Gothic.
Oh,
the American Gothic.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
That's depressing. I thought it was called something else, and they were just doing like the dark version of it.
No,
No,
it's a pretty dark looking
It's
painting.
pretty dark to begin with.
Yeah.
Born a Buckeye at Born a Buckeye. I think that's Donnie Reese. He said, none other than Boy Wonder, Robin himself. A surprise to my Batman 3-year-old son.
Nice.
I love that. I like this one too. I would say it because I thought it was hilarious when I saw it. Kyle Hall at Marvel Zombie 616. He said, took my kiddo trick-or-treating. She was a pop star. I was Jason Voorhees.
No, that's great. That works great. That's a good combo.
So I thought that was hilarious. All right. Hall?
Yeah,
you know where to find us.
Yeah,
Facebook.com/married to the games, Twitter.com/MTTGcast. Sorry, I'm rested and overworked. My voice is crapping out all over the place. We have our own website, marriedtothegames.com. Come check out the forums. We have shirts for sale. Shirts for sale. Get your shirts for sale. And Hall.
Rate us on iTunes or else we won't come out of rest mode.
Like I did this morning.
Yeah,
I barely made it out of rest mode. That's good, Hall. Router, you got it?
Got it, brother.
Well, let's get into some questions.
Start with email. Brian Armstrong. Hey guys, love the show and I wanted to share a story that I think only you guys will understand. See, I recently moved across the country, bought a new house, and started a new job. I also have a wife and 2 young kids, meaning I get my gaming in between 9 and 11 p.m. or so. Oh, right. And I should point out that I get interrupted at night due to a 2-year-old struggling to put herself back to sleep. Mm-hmm. Basically, this adds up to making me tired all day long. When Router fell asleep on air a few weeks ago, it made me feel better to know that I wasn't the only one having trouble staying awake on the job. So thanks, brother. Unfortunately, last week, somewhere between 4:45 and 5 o'clock p.m., right before it was time to pack up and go home, I fell asleep at my desk, only to be awoken at 5:08 by my staff, my new staff, mind you, with fits of laughter. I've never been so humiliated and can't think of a worse way to start off a new job. But hey, at least they all think I'm relatable now, right? Anyway, thought I'd share my story with the only guys who I think can understand where I'm coming from. Kids and wives and 9-to-5s, baby. Keep up the great work.
Yeah.
Brian, hey, I feel your pain. Except it's not at a new job. But you know what? You know what you should do? Just own it. Like, I tried to hide it for like the first minute, and then I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm owning it. Yeah, I fell asleep. So if you own it, it makes it so much easier.
It goes better for you, for sure.
Yeah, it definitely goes better for you. But that's awesome.
And don't just like come out of it saying like I have a 2-year-old or something like that.
Yeah, just like you're
just
right.
Come out of it like I fell asleep. I'm sorry.
Yep, totally just fell asleep. Dave Lawson, just a quick thank you for a great show week in and week out. You're prepared, funny, and keep the show moving. We just made the move from North Carolina to Minneapolis, and I feel like I brought 3 buddies with me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Gabe, congrats on the bun in the oven. My wife is pregnant and due around the same time.
No way.
I also have 2 boys, 7 and 3. I'm 46, so the third was a tad unplanned.
Oh, wow.
But what can I say? I'm irresistible. Anyway, this is a note of encouragement to keep up the great work. Looking forward to hearing your shows while on tour. Dave, thank you so much for that. Man, everyone's moving. Everyone's moving and having babies.
Yeah, exactly. It must be that time of year.
Yeah, I guess so. It's pretty cool.
It's starting to get a little cold. It's time to knock people up.
I guess so. You stay indoors and knock people up. That's awesome. Thanks, guys, for those great words of encouragement. Moving on to Facebook. Oh, no, it's Chris McCracken, a.k.a. Uncle Bread Fan. Okay, this has nothing to do with gaming, but since Gabe and Hall know the music industry so well, what's the deal with Taylor Swift pulling her music from Spotify? I'm not really into her music so much, but she's a big name, and if she does it, I fear others might too. I want more artists put music on Spotify, not remove it. If it's true that Spotify pays 70% of their revenue to the labels, shouldn't her beef be with the label for not sharing the wealth? I don't know how the music industry or economy works. Thanks. Hashtag Uncle Bread Fan. That's
nice.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
Hall, take it away, Hall.
Well, I mean, it could be a culmination of things. It could be that she didn't want it on there, so eventually management took care of it after said contract was up. Like, I'm sure they had a contract with Spotify or something. It could be that the label didn't want it on there because they felt like it was cannibalizing sales of the records.
Mhm.
That's what I think it is.
Well, you got to think about it this way. Who's been fighting this stuff from the beginning?
The artist.
Well, Metallica's been fighting it since the beginning, and they still don't have stuff on anything.
Yeah.
So basically, they feel that they are big enough and can sell enough records without having that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I kind of feel like Taylor Swift's the same way. There are artists on Spotify where I'm like, well, you really don't have to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
A good point that was brought up to me yesterday, because I actually had a huge conversation about this. So the artist and the songwriters make way less money
Yes.
when you listen to their songs on
way
Spotify.
less.
It's less than a penny.
Way. Oh, it's way less than a penny.
Yeah.
It's
Per song, yeah. Or
like
per play, right?
like if I had I of course have songs on Spotify, and I think one of them got played, I want to say 437,000 times in a quarter, and I got, I think, $20.
Nice.
And so it's the vast amount of difference between how much money you get paid for when somebody buys a CD and how much money you get paid through Spotify and a lot of online stuff is so vastly different that's why she's doing it. Also, the point was brought up that Beyonce's, nobody's gone platinum this year yet, which is crazy.
Which is
Nobody sold them.
hilarious.
And even Beyonce didn't. And I brought up and I said, yeah, well, the Beyonce album wasn't any good. And he goes, exactly. People are getting to preview the albums now, listen to the whole album before they go buy it. So now they'll listen to an album and be like, oh, that's crappy, I'm not buying that. Instead of back in the day, you'd have just bought it because you liked Beyonce and you were hoping that it was going to be good.
That's a really good point.
And also too now, people only feel like they need to buy the single if they're going to buy anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
then
iTunes.
the artist gets
They're going to
almost
pick and
nothing.
choose. Yeah, they're going to pick and choose their songs that they like.
With
Yeah,
Taylor
man.
Swift, I think what it was they were like, all right, well, somebody can listen to the album and wear it out, and we'll get $1.
Yep.
Right.
So why don't we just sell them the singles on iTunes? Who cares?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's-
That's
so
what I
to-
imagine happened.
And to answer your question, Chris, or to give you a button on it, there's a lot of reasons she didn't do it.
Yeah.
And what's worrisome is if she doesn't do it and then she goes and sells a bunch of CDs, which she will, it'll then show the rest of the industry see, you shouldn't either. And you're right.
Yeah.
People will start pulling their stuff.
Yep. It's exactly, yeah.
It'll always be a place for smaller artists, though.
Yeah,
I kind
And
of
smaller
think so.
artists, when you're
I
not
kind of
signed,
get a
you
little
get paid
scared
way
about
more.
smaller artists because it's so hard for them to sell music anymore.
Mhm.
It's just hard being a music artist in general in this day and
Yep.
age.
Exactly.
I don't envy it at all.
Basically, if you want to support your favorite artists, buy it on vinyl because they're going to charge you more money and they're going to make more money. So
Yeah,
they
and vinyl sales are up 30-40%.
yeah,
Right,
I mean
baby.
that's the way to support the artist, and it's a physical representation of the music.
You
You
know what's
can't
funny,
copy
though?
a vinyl.
You know, it's funny though, if you're not signed, if you're an unsigned artist, an indie artist, you get paid a lot more from Spotify than if you're signed. So you can go play their music on repeat on Spotify while you're sleeping. That'll
There you
also
go.
help them.
There you go. I love
Good
that.
question, Chris.
Thanks,
That's
Chris, for
great.
that. Appreciate it. Sean Capri, my wife and I have a self-imposed rule to not buy ourselves any games until after Christmas so we don't spoil any gifts, and it's freaking tough. How do you guys balance treating yourselves to gaming goodness and leaving a few wish list items for St. Nick?
Ooh, that's a good
It's a
question.
very good
That's
question.
hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think the good thing about it, and it's kind of worked out for the past couple of years, is that the games that I want to play are usually a month or to 2 months before Christmas, so I just want to get them anyway. And then what'll happen is that, everybody asks me what I want for Christmas, and I always say the same thing, and they're all like, Tim, you're so, blah, blah, with the same thing. I'm like, yeah, but that's totally what I want, because then what happens February, March, when new titles come out, I don't have to pay a dime for them. So, I'm fine.
Right.
I'm fine waiting. I don't mind getting that kind of stuff after Christmas, because I know a couple months down the road there are going to be some games that I want to play, and I will have the gift cards to do them.
And
So
you got to ask for gift cards because you don't want to end up with a bunch of sweaters.
Exactly. That I don't need. So, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's so funny because I love gift cards, but Lauren is like, it's better to have it. It's a more personal touch to actually have a gift that they can open. I'm like, yeah, but then they'll just return it. I'd rather have a gift card,
Right,
because then it's your
exactly.
choice. You have the money to do whatever you want with it, and you go from there. So, yeah, it can be tough. But I think if you just kind of look more future and just be like, well, I know January is a little bit of a dead month, but February, March will start kicking in, and that's when that's when I think you'll profit the most from it, or you'll benefit the most from it.
Nice. It is hard. It's just the crazy balancing act. I mean, it does spoil gifts, but like at the same time, like me and my wife, we try to get real creative with gifts. So she doesn't buy me video games anyway for Christmas.
Right.
She'll buy me something, she'll buy me like the last gift she got me was like a subscription to this like tech box service. So like every 3 months they send you like a box of little techie stuff.
Oh,
And
that's
so it's
cool.
still
Cool.
like
It's a great
techie
idea.
stuff, but yeah, it's cool. Or like, she bought me that thing to go do that room escape game, which I haven't done yet, but like, just like other ideas. And so I like getting the video games early because it keeps us honest with having to like be creative when it comes to the gift.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
Do
like
you have
that.
anything you want to say about that?
It is a hard balancing act, but sometimes like the games you really want to play, sometimes it's better to say, well, I'll wait and let my spouse get me that game because they know I'm really interested in it. And this would go for like spouses that don't play games. So they're
Right.
they don't understand. I don't want to say they don't understand, but basically they don't see the excitement like in playing something like right away, and you're playing it with the community and talking about it and stuff. However, it is great to give them the room to get you something that you'd like for Christmas. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And,
It's hard to say.
and another good point would be usually between Christmas and New Year's is a pretty downtime anyway. I mean, for a lot of jobs.
Oh,
and,
absolutely.
everybody's out. So it's probably more fun to get them after Christmas because you probably play them a lot more and more frequently because of that downtime. Like
Yeah,
I
that
remember,
break.
during that time I played the heck out of Dishonored during that time, and I was up till 4:00 in the morning because I'm like, hey, I don't have to work in the morning. I just got to take care of Piper or whatever. And
Exactly.
it's kind of that downtime. So that's probably the best time to play your games as well.
Absolutely. Like Krista got me XCOM a couple Christmases ago, and it was like
There
it
you
was
go.
perfect because we were, I was off for, I think like the
week,
day
right?
after Christmas through, January 1st or something.
Yeah.
So I had all that time to play.
It's perfect.
So
All right, moving on to Twitter at Naders, Nathan Evans. Does Gabe still point at the imaginary Tims to close out the show? If so, have you gotten them mixed up again?
I definitely point on the end of every show,
That's so great.
and I've done good since I said I messed up. Since
So,
then, I haven't messed up.
At that Chowfie, hey, can we do an audio send in on what we are thankful for? Like the intro show and gaming memory bits. It's a great idea,
that's
man.
kind of cool.
Should we revamp that to have people say,
For Thanksgiving?
yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. If you want to do that, do that. Send it in. Hi, my name
Or
is
send
this.
us your best turkey impressions.
No, don't send those
No,
in.
let's not do that.
Nope,
Well,
nope, I already said it.
That sounds,
it's-
and I'm saying don't do it. That sounds
It's
awful.
going to happen.
yeah. How did we do it last time? Did they send it to mailbag or
Yeah. Mailbag or Gabe at marriedtothegames.com.
marriedtothegames.com? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, either one will work. That's a
We'll
great
say it
idea.
at the beginning of the show next
Send
week.
your best turkey to Gabe.
If
Send
you
your best
send your turkey to Gabe, it's not making the show.
Send your best turkey voiceovers to Gabe.
Yeah, you have to send it to all.
I'd love to hear a turkey say it sure is cold out here.
Yeah, that would be good. Macho Ken at Kenneth DL. What is it about HGTV and Food Network that draw our significant others in? And now why am I watching Chopped alone? Am I being hypnotized? Yes, there is that delicate balance, my friend, of HGTV and Food Network. Lauren has been on that kick this week in the back of the store, where she just puts, oh God, she puts on like The View and like HGTV and Food Network and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, please kill me now. But I guess in fairness, she lets me on Saturdays put college football on. So it's a delicate balance, my friend. That's all it is. Anybody else got anything to say about that?
I don't know why in the world I want to watch House Hunters after my wife has gone to bed.
Over and over and over again,
I don't
right?
even get it. It's just something about you feel so involved. You're like, I would pick House too.
Exactly. That's what we did when Piper was first born. Like we were, shut-ins for the first month or so, and that's all she watched. And I started watching the same thing. I'm like, oh, they're going to pick that one. Or, man, I would never want to work with that chick. She's a pain in the butt. Like, why?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Why
are you
Hall? Why are you moving in with this woman? Move on.
Exactly. Hall, what do you think it is?
Man, I don't know, because like it's the same way. Like it's for entertainment. So like when Krista and I watch HGTV, I'm like, yeah, ooh, cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I have to watch it too.
That's when I grab my Wii U gamepad and start playing Mario Kart.
Exactly. I got that. Nice. Good question.
At Takano Rosen, Aaron Bonner, how long does a podcast typically take to edit? Ooh, this is a Hall question.
Hey, I don't know, 2 hours or so.
But Hall's like the audio master.
It really depends. Like I go in there and edit out a lot of like coughs and stuff like that. So yeah, it usually takes around 2 hours.
It depends on if it's pollen season or not.
Exactly.
Right.
There you go.
If I've had my shots, it's not bad. If I'm sick, it's 4 hours. That's awesome. But Hall is the audio master, so I'm sure it would probably take longer for other people to do it. But
I don't even have
to think. It's taking longer for me, for sure.
Yeah, I don't even have to think anymore. It's just natural now. So.
Yep. At Jamin Bissett, when do you put up your Christmas decorations? When is too early for you? Here's the thing. I saw some Christmas decorations before Halloween, and that's just not right. In my opinion.
Not right.
That's totally not right.
That's weird.
I can see there's a little bit. We have this like weird downtime now between Halloween and Thanksgiving, but we always every year on Black Friday, actually the Friday night after Thanksgiving, that's when we go and get our tree, and we'll put it up that weekend. And that's when I decorate the house usually too.
Yeah, I don't mind lights and stuff going up after Halloween. Like if I see orange lights kind of just getting swapped out for the white lights.
Yeah, I guess.
I say still wait. Like I think middle of November is the perfect time to start decorating for Christmas. And then after Thanksgiving, go ahead and get in the tree if you do trees.
Yep.
So that's what I think. I think middle November is perfect.
All right, there you go.
I feel the same
Minus
way.
the tree.
Yeah.
And Hall concurs.
Hall concurs. Okay. At Mike Fowler 93, if Stancil had to leave Sucker Punch, what studio would you want him to go to for more of that sweet swag?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, the studio of Nashville, Tennessee. Yes. No, I would probably say Naughty Dog, even though that's probably a cardinal sin. But I think he could go anywhere. That boy is extremely talented, and his tweet last night was just awesome, because he's sending me another mug because I accidentally dropped my Sucker Punch coffee mug when getting coffee on Sunday, and so he's sending me another one, which I think is awesome.
And he's sending Hall the second son.
Right, yeah, and he's sending Hall second son, dude. So
very cool. Thanks a lot, Stancil.
Yeah, so Stancil, you're amazing. You go anywhere and you do anything, and we shall follow.
I would want Stancil to start his own thing.
Oh wow, yeah.
Get with his buddies. He's got to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that's got some money.
I like that.
And so I think if Stancil started his own thing, it would be freaking killer.
He could start his own studio in Nashville, Tennessee. He knows a lot of people here.
Yes, I agree.
He knows a voiceover guy. He knows an audio guy.
You could do the voiceover
guy
for all the games. You could be all the characters.
They just all say it's cold out here.
Yep, that's all it is.
The story never progresses past that.
And then Stancil goes back to Seattle.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, man, this was not a good idea.
This was not a good idea at all.
I should not have left Sucker Punch. I left Sucker Punch for this. I came to Nashville and all I got was this crappy voiceover work.
That's right. That's awesome. All right, final question, and Gabe, this is more for you. At JP Oaks 1, Gabe, do you still get nervous before shows? And come to Kansas City, and I will get you some real barbecue. Gauntlet Throwdown.
Ooh.
Gauntlet thrown down, he said.
Man, I'll do that.
Are you headed to Kansas City this tour?
I don't know. I haven't even looked. Freaking grandma's dying. My wife's throwing up all over the place.
Call it daddy.
Gabe, go take a nap, man. Just go take a nap.
Oh, my gosh. I don't know where we're going.
What is it? Is it Call of Duty Advanced Diapers? Or what
Yeah, Call of Daddy Advanced Diapers.
Or Call of Daddy Advanced. Well,
Nice.
Call of Duty still works there, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very true, actually.
Just gotta change it. I don't really get nervous before shows unless there's a technical difficulty. So if I'm like getting dressed and they're like, all right, you guys, 1 minute, and we start making our way out to the stage and the music starts and we go, I don't get nervous.
Nice.
If they're like 1 minute and then we go and then we're like standing on the side of the stage and we're like, hold on a second, and we just kind of have to stand there in that silence, I get really nervous. And I'm like, oh crap. Oh, okay. So I don't really get nervous anymore, but when something jacks up.
Well, at least you've never had a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh, yeah. That would be
Who says I
hilarious.
haven't? Be like, oh my gosh, that guy's boob just popped out. He is the chubby ninja for sure. I'm doing what shuffle from the Goonies? What is it?
Truffle shuffle.
Truffle shuffle. I just start doing that. They're like, oh yeah, okay, never mind. This is great.
Toby Mac's career ended today when
Exactly,
his
yeah.
backup singer,
Yes,
Dave
the
Patillo,
African American Gabriel Patillo did the truffle shuffle, and that was
causing mass hysteria at a Toby Mac show.
Exactly. Nobody believes in Jesus anymore. He can exist if this
If
exists.
this guy's happening.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Thank you for all your questions, comments, and for all your good wishes. We love it every week, and keep it up.
Yes, and I appreciate all the love that I got on Twitter. Everybody was very, very
Amen.
thoughtful in their tweets about my grandmother. So thank you guys so much. Thank you. Every week we ask you guys a question. Sometimes they're very general. That's like this week. So sometimes we just want to catch up with you guys and see, when the pilot season started, we asked you guys what you're watching. Now we're coming into November and December. These games are coming out. What are you playing
First,
right? Yeah, exactly. What are you playing first? What are you playing right now? Or are you holding out for, like Router said, Assassin's Creed? And so let us know. What are you playing? Hashtag answer MTTG. And of course, you'll be able to leave it on the forum if you're feeling more wordy or more charactery than 140 characters. You guys ready to get up out of here?
Let's do this.
Oh, man. This is going to hurt, too. Going in and coming out.
Oh,
Here we
boy.
go. I'm Gabe Patillo. That is Timothy Hall. That is Tim Router. And we are married to the games. And we are about this thing. Peace!